Hello, fellow fans. I'm Mark. United with me is Mike host, the double your pleasure, double your fun half of UWF. It's Bryan.
Double mint gum.
Welcome everyone to UWF on the Chip and Company Podcast Network. On the last episode, Bryan and I united for our Oscar prediction episode. We'll get to those results. On this week's episode, Bryan and I unite for part 3 of favorite TV theme songs, the game show and sports show themes edition. Turn up the volume to 11, fans, as UWF starts now.
All right, let's do this one last time.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Football is life.
I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
X never, ever marks the spot.
Is Star Wars the one with the little wizard boy?
This is the way.
Avengers! Assemble.
Ah, chills. Literal chills.
Hello, fans. Thank you all for uniting with us as we talk about all things fandom. Please give us a rate and review wherever you listen so we can unite with more fans out there on Chip and Company Podcast Network. UWF is on Facebook, Instagram, Discord, X, Twitter. We have it all. Yay! Have more fun with us over there. Bryan, the Oscars happened. Are you ready to discuss it? And have you gotten over the fact that Spider-Verse did not win?
Oh, when you asked if I was ready to discuss it, I thought you were asking, am I ready to discuss how cut John Cena is? I'm still extremely bitter about Spider-Verse, but it is what it is. John Cena's a brave soul. That joke didn't land with me, and I still was like, holy crap, man, that guy is... I mean, we knew from his Savannah Banana uniform that it was basically just painted on him. We knew how cut he was, but that was nuts.
I got to see that in person. I can verify that man is cut. He's jacked. But good for him for being so brave to do that. The behind-the-scenes pictures, it was just kind of like a Speedo. That's all he was wearing.
My favorite things I've been seeing since then is just a floating envelope because John Cena's invisible.
All right. So I ended up going 16 for 23, which is a little bit below my average. I'm usually like the 18, 19 for 23. So I had a solid year. I won my little poll pick'em, but
there was a handful of upsets. I think I went 13 of like 18 or 19. I didn't pick all the categories because I don't know anything about short length films or Wes Anderson. I just was rooting against Wes Anderson.
I know you were, buddy. I know. Divine Joy's speech and look. I'm so happy she won supporting actress, deserved it. I just loved everything about that moment. So that made me happy. We talked about The Boy and the Heron winning over Spider-Verse. I don't know what the Academy had so much against that movie, but you know, hey, it's the Academy. They do.
It's a superhero movie. That's what they had against it. It's superhero movies.
The first one won.
I know, but
yeah,
it also wasn't up against Miyazaki in his last film, and if I pronounced his name correctly, but it's his very last film. At least that's what he claims. Like,
yeah, he already changed his mind.
It had different competition. Oh, really? I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, just like John Williams changed his mind. Thank you, John Williams.
Yeah, Spider-Verse only had to beat Toy Story 4. Like, it didn't have to really beat much else.
Yeah, true. Oh God, Toy Story 4 overrated. Best original screenplay, I changed my vote last minute to Anatomy of the Fall, and I got that right over The Holdovers.
Convenient.
I know, after listeners, I want you to know I changed a couple of answers after our episode. I'm so sorry. So original screenplay won. Maestro did not have a good night, which I'm happy about.
Killers had a bad night too. And
but you and I predicted that.
Take that, Scorsese.
Yeah, we predicted that. American Fiction won Best Adapted Screenplay. I predicted that. I know everybody was saying Oppenheimer or Barbie, but last minute I changed it to American Fiction. I was right. Woo! So, oh wait, sorry. Poor Things won Best Makeup and Hairstyling over Maestro.
Which we both predicted on the podcast.
Yes. But then I changed my mind and I lost.
This is Austin Butler all over again.
Oh God, Brian, I have a hot take.
Feeling hot.
I'm watching Masters of the Air on Apple TV, the World War II Flyboys TV show, and Austin Butler, great actor. Sorry, I want to say great, brilliant actor, but he's Elvis in the show, and it takes me out every time. He's like, "We're the pilots," and I'm like, that's my Elvis impression, by the way. Just takes me out of it, and it kind of bums me out because that is a really good show. So that's why I'm glad in Dune 2 they modified his voice. I think they did that knowing that we don't want this evil dude to sound like, "We're here on Sun Planet, here."
Your first
So,
Elvis impersonation was better.
I think I went Creed there on the
yeah,
last
that
one.
was, you took it higher.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. No, I don't know. Sorry. Go on, Brian. Save me.
I have not yet seen Dune 2. I'm supposed to potentially go see it the day of this recording. We'll see. I'm not a huge Austin Butler guy, but I hear he's great in Dune 2. I have not watched Masters of the Air only because when Ted Lasso ended, I ended my Apple TV subscription. When Shrinking comes back is probably when I'll get back in it. No, I mean, anyway, talking about Austin Butler, you changed your vote last minute. I think the biggest surprise, honestly, was Zone of Interest winning Best Sound over Oppenheimer. Like, that was really the only big upset of the night for the most part.
I think Best Actress was the one everyone's talking about. I started to get worried.
Excuse me. I expected that because I have podcast evidence. I picked Emma Stone.
Yeah, we both did. Well, at least I did in my pick'em.
Sweet.
So you and I weren't surprised. I started to get nervous when Poor Things and Zone of Interest started to win earlier awards.
But that's kind of what happened with Mad Max, right? Like, Mad Max won a bunch of technical awards and then kind of faded out at near the end when it got to the acting categories. Poor Things, I think, not honestly what saved it. I think Poor Things had a great night before, but then when Emma Stone won, like, that was it. It was weird for me to root against Mark Ruffalo, but I really wanted Robert Downey Jr. to win. I would have loved to seen a hug between Ke Quan and Robert Downey Jr., but that didn't happen. People are mad at Robert Downey Jr. for that, which, I don't know. Get over it, people.
Why are they mad about it?
Because they said he just acted like Ke Quan didn't exist.
I didn't see that. I'll go back and watch it again, listeners. But Robert Downey Jr. is very eccentric.
That's a good word.
Yeah. So I don't think he meant any harm by it. But would I love a selfie with him? Yeah, Ke Quan. I would love a selfie with you.
I'd love a selfie with Robert Downey Jr. too. No, Oppenheimer had a massive night as anticipated. Barbie got its one win with Billie Eilish. Again, neither of us are surprised by that. We didn't care for it, but best musical performance of the night has to go to Gosling.
Yeah. Did you think he had a chance to win Best Supporting Actor?
No. Like, the betting lines, we talked about it. The betting lines for Robert Downey Jr. were like minus 3,500 or something. Like, people, again, Twitter got mad because Gosling didn't win because it's the only movie that a lot of people had seen. But no, he had the best. If you gave out the Oscar for best performance of the original song at the Oscars, Gosling would have won that. But
yeah,
I can't believe Slash was there. That, like, my jaw dropped to the floor. That was funny. He led the cameraman on stage. Like, Gosling did all Gosling Ken things. It was funny. The fact that Simu Liu and Kingsley Ben-Nadir were both there, as well as the other Kens. Like, that was a really great performance. That was really funny. I don't know, man. Like, Barbie didn't have a good night, but it wasn't supposed to have a good night either.
Yeah, that's my thing. I think I predicted, I really wanted Ken to surprise everyone for the win, but it didn't. But yeah, once Billie Eilish won, I said that's going to be Barbie's only win. So,
and it was. I was really rooting for Paul Giamatti to beat Cillian Murphy, even though I understand why Cillian Murphy won that role or won that award. But I would have loved to see the speech that came with Giamatti, because I think that's probably his best chance he's ever going to get. But
Yeah.
my last question to you is: Bradley Cooper the new Leonardo DiCaprio? I would say Leo didn't win 2 he should have, and I can't point to an Academy Award Bradley Cooper should have won except for maybe Silver Linings Playbook.
No. I think Bradley Cooper's going to win a directing Oscar before he wins an acting Oscar. So
Maybe.
yeah, but I'm with you about Paul Giamatti though. I would have voted for him. I'm happy for Killian, but I would have voted for Paul. So sweet when he was crying during Divine's speech. But bravo! Shout out to the Godzilla -1 team and all of their Godzilla shoes. If you haven't seen them, go online. That's great. And they had Godzilla action figures with them. I loved that. So they were so happy. I love it when the winners are happy. So, yeah, that was great. Best sound. I was very surprised that it went to Zone of Interest. Sound does play a big part in that movie, but I had my money on Oppenheimer. So no surprise that Oppenheimer won for score. But Christopher Nolan, that was a great speech. You could tell the guy was sincerely happy and had just been waiting for his moment and has just been working so hard for that moment. And Spielberg gave it to him, which I would have loved to have been in that group hug moment there. God. Spielberg.
I do think the best joke of the night was Kate McKinnon wondering who she's been sending her tasteful nudes to, and Spielberg pointing to himself. I thought that was the best joke of the entire night. But I've got
Dr. Spielberg, is that true? Dinosaurs aren't real? Yes.
I've got one more take on the Oscars.
Feeling hot.
I'm not an ageist. I'm nothing. But I propose a new rule at the Oscars that Best Picture can only be handed out by somebody under the age of 65.
So you were not a fan of Pacino forgetting the part about saying all 10 Oscar nominated pictures and just saying, "My see."
Well, see, I'm not even positive that he was supposed to read the nominees, because my guess is there was probably a contingency plan. Hey, if we're running behind, we're going to skip the nominees because we gave them out throughout the night. Yeah. I think he got turned around there, but not only did he open the envelope, but he didn't even read the envelope. Like, he just kind of let his thoughts throw out there. And trust me, I've had a 6-month-old at home. I get it, but I'm not 83 like Al Pacino is. So, and then the Warren Beatty thing from a few years ago, again, he was given the wrong envelope. That necessarily wasn't his fault, but let's just stop letting the old people read off Best Picture. Can we do that?
Why do we as a society hate old people so much? In fact, many cultures revere old people because of their storytelling ability, like the old lady from Titanic. What have we learned? We have learned that you can't teach an old dog new tricks because it's illegal, and you will go to jail.
I will admit my first thought was, well, they're going to not do an old person reading that off for a little while after recent years.
That was an absolute disaster.
I think here's the thing. Looking back, I can kind of laugh at it, but in the moment, even the Oppenheimer team wasn't sure. Wait, did we win?
Do we go now?
I know. So it did create some confusion.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as inviting the wrong movie on stage and then having to switch it out. Like, don't get me wrong, but yeah. Pacino it was rough. It was absolutely rough.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. And then, I mean, any last thoughts on Emma Stone winning?
I love her.
Yeah.
Her dress ripped during the Ken performance, and she was like, I mean, relatable's not at all the correct word. Like, she kind of walks that fine line of Jennifer Lawrence relatable versus, but dude, she has 2 Oscars by the age of 35. Like, she's next. Like, she's the next. Well, I hope she's better than Meryl Streep because I don't like Meryl Streep, but she's the next Meryl Streep. Like, she is. Like, she is at the top of her game. And did Lily Gladstone deserve it? Yeah, I think so. Was she robbed? No, I don't think so.
No, that's just it. I think Martin Scorsese is the reason that movie didn't win Best Actress, because he made it a 3.5 hour movie and her performance disappears for a little over an hour of the running time, and you're going for lead actress. So had he trimmed his movie, it probably would have been considered for editing, would have been stronger chance for actress. Um, the only thing that movie did with having a long runtime was increase its odds of cinematography. But yes, she gave a great performance.
But that was also
but
up against another 3-hour film.
poor things. Oh my god, like 2.5.
No. Oppenheimer won cinematography. It was 3 hours
Yeah.
too.
Because, anyways, but yes, Emma Stone gave a better performance, stronger argument for her because she is in most of that 2.5 hour movie. Now, Mark Ruffalo steals a lot of scenes in that movie because he's hilarious, but Lily Gladstone just disappears. So, yeah, I was glad Emma won. My jaw was on the floor, but
There was not a single controversial winner in my opinion. Other than animated feature, but again, I understand how it happened. I'm just bitter about it.
That's just it. I don't even know if I'd call that controversial. I would just call that one disappointing.
Yeah.
So, Jimmy Kimmel was the host. Some of his jokes didn't land. Some of his jokes were pretty good. What would you give him for a grade overall as host of the Oscars?
I think the Oscars are the one where you don't want to take a risk. He's done it so many times now. He's almost I'm fine with Kimmel doing it. He is likable enough that I think it works. I don't think he has this is going to sound weird, but I don't think he has the correct reverence, or I think he has the correct amount of reverence where with what he does for a living and his joke with Matt Damon and everything else, who wasn't there, by the way. Everybody else for Oppenheimer was on stage. I didn't see Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
I'm totally fine. Like, he has the respect of everybody in the room and yet doesn't have too much respect for anybody in the room. I think that's the proper line you need to walk, and it works.
Yeah.
And you don't want to do Chris Rock again.
No, I'd give him oof. That's a slap in the face right there. I'd give Kimmel. I'd give Kimmel a B+. It
was no better or worse than any other previous year.
I think he's a little better than some previous presenters. His opening thing, I thought we were going to get a Billy Crystal for all you older viewers out there, Billy Crystal type thing where he inserts himself into the Best Picture winners, but it was just a short scene from Barbie that kind of left me whelmed. I wasn't underwhelmed. I was just whelmed. So yeah, I give him B+. Starting the Oscars early. At first, I didn't think they were gonna make it in their time frame because the first 30 minutes, only one award was handed out, and then they started picking up the pace. Ending before 11 a.m. Eastern United States time, I loved it. Loved it.
11
I hope they.
PM. I think every Oscars ended before 11 a.m.
Shut up. 11 p.m. God. Anyways, so I hope they start early again like that. But overall, an enjoyable night.
I think the key is having an episode of Abbott Elementary that's brand new for audiences at the back end to make them finish on time actually worked.
Yes. Agreed. Big show like that. Yep. Kind of like when Friends did the post Super Bowl episode. So.
Or when The Office did a post Super Bowl episode.
Oh, Bryan, I do have to ask. How excited. We're going to change subject. Thank you all for listening to our Oscar thoughts. Please let us know how you did prediction-wise and things you were happy about and disappointed about. We are on Discord. We'd love to hear it. But Bryan, I want to hear how excited you are that the Community movie is going full steam ahead.
6 seasons in a movie. It was only a matter of time. It had to happen. It's going to happen. I'm very excited about it. They just got to work around Donald Glover. Everybody else is kind of available.
Yeah. Listeners, I will try to find my way back to Community to give it another chance. It is on the list of Bryan recommendations that I'm working on.
Stay tuned, because we're trying to figure out. It may not be a full podcast. It may be a UWF segment or something. It's going to be Mark and Bryan talk to Mark through his first Community watch through, because me and Mark Valentine, it's our favorite show, and we're gonna do check-ins frequently, whether it's on United We Fan. I mean, we can't make it a whole other podcast, can we?
We'll figure it out. I mean, we're starting to have the segment of what did Mark watch instead of The Bear.
Right.
Bryan, I'm going to get to it, I swear. When does season 3 come out? Soon. Maybe I'll just watch them both leading up to season 3 so I can be ready. June? Oh, that's so far away. I don't know if I'm going to wait that long. On this segment of what did Mark watch instead of The Bear, I was about to put it on, and then a pop-up came for Straight Outta Compton, and I thought, I haven't watched that in a while, and they have the extended cut. I haven't seen that.
You need to watch things for the first time, not for the X number of time. Straight Outta Compton.
What happened?
You really chose. I said you need to watch things for the first time and not rewatch things.
I know, but it is a proven mental point fact thingamajigger that people return to things they've seen for comfort.
Trust me, I understand. I just finished like my 14th rewatch of The Office. Like, I understand.
See? So yeah, I watched extended Straight Outta Compton, which that movie was robbed. Speaking of Oscar nominations and all that, and then Bryan, I hadn't watched the double feature that I did. I hadn't watched the Color Purple musical, which I loved. So I just watched that. So that is what Mark watched on this segment of what did he watch instead of The Bear, recommended by Bryan. So yeah, I'm sorry, Bryan. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not so into The Bear. Like, if it was Ted Lasso, I'd be extremely angry. But The Bear, it's like, you should watch it. It's really good, but I'm not going to like stake my entire reputation on it.
I have slowly started rewatching Ted Lasso. I love that show. I am going to rewatch Shrinking though. Love that show. Well, Bryan, this is part 3 where we talk about game show intros and sports themes for TV shows. But before we get to that, and fans, I know you're excited because part 1 and 2 are doing really well. Thank you, fans, for listening to that. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, Dislife Mark here, and I want to tell you all about the official travel partner here at Chip & Company. Let our good friend Sarah at Destination to Travel help you plan your next Disney vacation. Sarah specializes in planning dream vacations for your family. She's an authorized Disney vacation planner, and she can help with every step of your magical vacation. The best thing is that her services are 100% free. Want to travel beyond Disney? Sarah has you covered there too. Want to find out more? Fill out a trip request form over at the website at Chip & Co. or email her directly at sarahsolberg@d2travel.com. Start planning that dream vacation today. Email her at sarahsolberg@d2travel.com.
Welcome back to round 3 of the best TV show theme song bracket. This week we are doing game shows and sports themes. We've already had champions in 80s and 90s. The champ was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and DuckTales rightfully won the animated one. Even though I voted against it, I still would vote for Pokemon, but I understand. So, but ultimately, I lost the championship. Mark lost the championship. So we're in a good spot. We're even so far. This one, we've got 24 theme songs, game shows, and sports themes, 12 each. So we're going to start on the entire left side of the bracket, do all the game shows, and then we'll move on to sports themes. And then we will have our championship from there. So first round bye, Jeopardy, which means our first matchup is the 16 seed, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Okay. Against Deal or No Deal. Game shows, they're a lot more repetitive than other theme songs.
Yeah. I'm going millionaire.
You're going millionaire?
Yeah.
I will also go millionaire. All right. Next first round by $25,000 pyramid, which will sound very familiar to fans of United We Fan, which when we get to it. The next matchup is Wheel of Fortune. And that is going up against American Gladiators.
See, I would have picked either of these over the previous round.
Would you?
But man, I'm going American Gladiators.
Yeah, it's good. I'm with you. I'm going American Gladiators. Yeah, it's a good one. I'm going American Gladiators. So our first two winners, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? American Gladiators. Next first round by The Price is Right.
Of course.
The next one is shout out to listener of the show, Ryan. Ryan wanted to make sure that the Survivor theme was included. Do you watch Survivor?
I did a couple of seasons in the earlier years.
There's like a lot of seasons of Survivor.
Yep.
I think there's like 40.
No.
Yeah, no, I think that's true. I don't know.
Wow.
Hold, please. Spinning a lot of plates.
It came out early 2000s.
Yeah, but they did like 2 a year. There's been 664 episodes of Survivor. They are on season 46. Will be next month. Season 46 of Survivor starts February 28th.
Yeah, the 2000s is when I caught it here and there.
I remember the very first season. Okay, Survivor's going up against the Newlywed Game. What do you got here?
I like the Newlyweds.
It's so good. What are you voting?
Have you ever watched the Newlyweds?
Uh-huh.
Do you think you and your wife would do well on that show?
Yeah, I think we would actually.
Okay.
Well, now we've been married for 13 years, so I don't know if that's fair anymore. We're not exactly newlyweds anymore.
True. Do you think you and I would do well in the Newlyweds?
Let's make a game out of it. Let's do a podcast.
Well, there we go. I'm voting for the Newlywed Game.
Me too. All right, next one, Nickelodeon special. We've got Guts. Maybe. Do you have it? Shout out to Mike O'Malley, host of Guts. Love him. Love that show. Shout out to Mo, her and her Australian accent. I was a big fan as a child. Nothing?
I love Guts. No, I love Guts. I remember Kid Me wanted to be on that show so bad.
So did I. I wanted to be on it so bad. Also, did you see all the memes going around of that new popcorn bucket from Epcot and people carrying it around above their head like it's the aggro crag?
I saw someone the other day with it, and I asked them if they've ever seen Guts, and they go, people keep asking me that. I never really put it together.
Guts is going up against Legends of the Hidden Temple. I think as a background theme song, this one works better. But as a theme song for like your title sequence, I think Guts is better.
This is another show. Being an Indiana Jones fan, I wanted to be on.
If you could have only been on Guts or Legends, which would you have chosen? I feel like Guts, I would have chosen Guts just because it was all about athletic talent only. Like, I wasn't smart enough to be on Legends of the Hidden Temple.
I'm still not smart enough to be on it. Guts. Young me and old me, probably Guts.
Who's your favorite team on Legends of the Hidden Temple?
what is it? You got the purple parrots, blue barracudas.
Yes.
No?
I'm pulling them up right now. Silver snakes, I know
You got
was
the
one of them.
orange parrots?
Orange iguanas, green monkeys, purple parrots, red jaguars, silver snakes, blue barracudas.
I think purple monkeys.
Green monkeys.
Green monkeys, sorry. No, wait, purple parrots, right?
Yeah.
Blue
barracuda for me.
I wouldn't say either barracuda or parrots for me.
The orange iguanas. Okay, Guts moves on. Let's keep going with the game show theme. We've got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which we've already heard once.
This show, when it was in its prime, was top
so
entertainment.
Good. But I would say what it beat in the first round, Deal or No Deal, was kind of the same thing. Like, it was pretty captivating in its own right. But Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is going up against Jeopardy.
Ooh, this is like the peppy version.
This is the current version.
It's like the club mix.
You got a vote here?
Oh, I'm going Jeopardy.
For sure. All right. Like I said, you would remember this theme song if you're a fan of United We Fan. $25,000 pyramid. That is going up against American Gladiators.
Yeah, you feel like should a random Rushmore. I'm going American Gladiators.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hang on. Play the other one again.
Okay.
But I am pumped from that one. I'm going American Gladiators.
All right, there's our first tiebreaker. I'm voting for $25,000 pyramid. Next one, we've got the Newlywed Game, which we've already heard once. Okay, Newlywed Game against The Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Yes, for sure.
That's easy. Price is Right.
Okay. Next, we have Guts, which can always hear a second time. Against Family Feud.
Going Family Feud.
Family Feud over Guts. That's what I will do as well. So before we get to a tiebreak situation about American Gladiators and $25,000 pyramid, let's go The Price is Right versus Family Feud.
Price is Right.
Not even a question about it.
No.
Okay. Me too. So now we need to go $25,000 pyramid versus American Gladiators, and then the winner of that will be against Jeopardy. Let's give Frankie a call.
Or would Jeopardy beat either of those?
No, not for me.
Oh, all right. Then, yep. Call it up.
Sounds like you're voting for Jeopardy as well.
Oh, well.
Depends on who wins.
Who knows?
All right. We're going to give Frankie a call.
Hello.
Hello, Frankie. This is Bryan with United We Fan, the podcast. How are you?
Hey, Bryan. I'm good. How about you? I'm just going to a quieter place right now.
We're getting Frankie on location at SeaWorld.
Yeah,
Hi.
Frankie, you're lucky.
Sorry, it was a little loud.
Felt bad if we called you again and it didn't work out for the third time. So Bryan and I were patient. So we have a tiebreaker situation for you.
No need to apologize,
okay.
Frankie. We won't take too much of your time. However, we're in the game show category. So
Gotcha. Okay.
your first tiebreaker is going to be American Gladiators. And let me know if you can't hear the song, but you should hear it in just a second.
Sure. No problem. I can hear it. Okay.
Remember, you're voting for your favorite.
I remember this show. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
All right.
Frankie,
It takes me back to Saturday afternoons. Yeah.
you are taking that against one that should sound very familiar as a fan of United We Fan.
Okay.
$25,000 Pyramid.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, man. That's a classic, though. Dang. Okay.
Which one is your favorite?
All right, Frankie. Which one
Which
of
one is my
those
favorite?
two is your favorite?
You know, I'm going to have to go with American Gladiators. It takes me back to like the Saturday afternoon. Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of, because I remember Pyramid, but yeah, I'm kind of more with Gladiators because I remember growing up with that. Yep.
Favorite American Gladiator?
Yeah.
Viper.
Oh, my favorite one? A Viper. Mine, I think, I'm trying to remember the names, but I think mine might have been Nitro.
Yep. Nope. Nitro's a good one. All right, Frankie, we're going to keep you on the line because we might need you again very, very soon. American Gladiators advances, which means American Gladiators versus Jeopardy. Marky Mark.
I'm going with Jeopardy.
I'm going American Gladiators, so it's back on you, Frankie. Jeopardy versus American Gladiators.
Oh, gosh.
Play Jeopardy.
Why you guys got to do this to me?
I will play Jeopardy. So that is Jeopardy, and this is American Gladiators.
One more time.
All right, Frankie, it's up to you.
All right. Oh, man. Okay. It's a tough one, but I'm going to have to go with Jeopardy because it takes me back to Daryl Hammond as Sean Connery.
Finally, Mr. Connery, the category was numbers, and you wrote a letter V. Well, I tell you what, my friend, V is a Roman numeral, so despite your best efforts, you answered correctly. Let's see what you wagered. Suck it, Trebek. That's all the time we have.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. That's the reason I was like, I did. Yeah.
I don't think
I'll have to go with that.
I don't know if we're going to need Frankie, but let's finish up the game show category of Jeopardy versus The Price is Right. I will cast my vote for The Price is Right.
Yeah, Price is Right.
Oh,
you're not needed, Frankie.
I'm not needed. Okay, I was going to say Price is Right. Yeah, so you didn't need me at all.
3-0. Frankie, enjoy SeaWorld. Thanks for taking our call.
Thank you, guys. Of course. Have a good one.
Thank you, Frankie. Have a Shamu ice cream bar for me.
I will. Okay. Bye.
I love that dude. All right. So The Price is Right wins the game show category. Before we move on to sports themes, please take a moment to listen to our sponsors.
Is Disney World home to you? Realtor Victor Naraki can help make it a reality. Realtor Victor Naraki specializes in making your Disney home dreams come true. Second homes, investment homes, retirement, relocation. With Victor's input, he will show you the home opportunities that you don't get to see as a tourist. Imagine being at the park in minutes, walking around the World Showcase for daily exercise, watching the fireworks in your own backyard, or having Disney Springs as your local mall. Have you ever heard of Windermere, Winter Garden, Horizon West, Dr. Phillips, Claremont, Lake Nona, or Disney's own Celebration and Golden Oak? Victor will introduce you to these communities, which are just minutes to the magic. Stop imagining a Disney life and start living your dream today. Call Victor at 407-340-9375. And don't forget to mention that you heard all about Victor here on the Chip and Company Podcast Network. Head over to celebratingflorida.com and start living your magical life today.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Let's move to the other side of the bracket. We have sports themes.
Sports ball.
Sports themes. All right. So let's do this. Okay. The very first one is Bubba basket. Oh, no, that gets a bye. We don't get to play that yet. The first theme is NBA on ESPN. Okay. That is going up against the NFL Network theme. Are you ready to vote?
See, that's not even the best NFL one. NFL on Fox is better.
Well, yeah,
I'm going to go with NBA.
NFL on Fox. Oh, maybe we don't have it. I think I eliminated it for the sake of something else. You're going NFL Network?
I'm going NBA.
Oh, you are?
ESPN.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I got to hear him again. Okay. An NFL Network.
Sounds like a Christmas song.
It's the best. So this is where it gets a little hard because I prefer NFL football to NBA, but we're talking songs.
Yeah.
But
if it had been Fox, NFL and Fox, ooh, different topic.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have that. But we've got some other good ones. I'm voting NFL Network, so there's our first tiebreaker. The next one is college football on CBS. Oh, so good. Of all the brackets, this is my favorite bracket. I love all the sports teams. That is going up against the NHL on TNT.
College football.
College football on CBS advances. Round Ball Rock and NHL on ESPN got first round buys. Next first round buy is Sports Center, the 90s Sports Center theme. So our next matchup is this NFL on CBS. That is going against the MLB on Fox.
Oh my God, I hate you. I would have voted for either of these over the NBA on ESPN or NFL Network one.
You keep finding those matchups. In all fairness, you had the bracket ahead of time. We could have made a few switch-ups.
I know. I love this one, MLB on Fox, but the CBS NFL one is so great.
So you're going NFL. You're going NFL on CBS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am too. Sorry, MLB on Fox. You're great, but you didn't make it.
You deserved better.
March Madness.
It's like pure 90s.
Oh, this song takes me to a moment more than like Silent Night does. Like Joy to the World takes me to Christmas, but this takes me to basketball more than anything. That is going against Champions League theme. As a piece of music, you've got to admit this is pretty incredible.
It's really good. I would have taken in MLB on Fox over either of them.
It deserved a better fate. You would have taken it over March Madness?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
March Madness for the win.
The Champions League deserves a better fate, but it is not going to do it. And then the other first round buy in the sports is the John Williams version of the Olympic theme for NBC.
You know it.
Okay, so we need to tiebreak NBA on ESPN. That's our only tiebreaker for that round. So before we make our tiebreaker call, honestly, it's not going to matter to me because neither's going to beat Round Ball Rock.
Play that one.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's going to win either way.
Yeah. Oh, love this song so much. Give me the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Shout out to Jason Sudeikis and Vince Vaughn. Oh, yeah, we got to let it play. So either way, NFL Network or NBA on ESPN doesn't hold a candle to this, right?
Right.
Okay. CBS College Football. That goes against the NHL on ESPN.
Oh, this one's so good.
Yeah, this one is good. My vote is for CBS College Football.
Yeah, mine too, but this one's so good.
All right, so Round Ball Rock and CBS College Football have moved on. Don't mind me, just updating my bracket so I don't confuse myself. Next is Sports Center.
Ah, my God, this is going to get really difficult for me.
This is going against the CBS NFL theme. I will cast my vote for Sports Center.
So pumped with this theme.
I will cast my vote for Sports Center.
Play Sports Center again? Yeah, Sports Center.
So good. March Madness. Oh, I love this song so much. I could have done an entire bracket, like getting NFL primetime music in here. Like,
yeah,
I am like, my ambient music choices are like highlight themes, like stuff like this. I do it all the time. March Madness is going up against the John Williams. I know, I've got to qualify it for you. The Olympic theme for NBC. He didn't write the original Olympic theme, which this is, but the way he mixed it and everything else. We get to hear that again all summer.
Woo!
What do you got here?
We're going to need a tiebreaker.
What are you voting for?
John Williams.
Yeah, I thought you might. Yep, we're going to need a tiebreaker because I'm going March Madness. All right.
See, and I would have... I would have picked others over this one, I think, too. But,
you would have?
Yeah.
I thought the John Williams factor was really going to help you.
It does.
Hello?
Hello, Ryan. This is Bryan with United We Fan, the podcast. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. You are live on the air with myself and Mark, and we need your help in identifying the greatest TV show theme songs of all time.
Oh, I am very excited for this topic.
This is the Ryan that helped me seed and build this bracket. So thank you so much, Ryan. We are in the sports themes, as you would have expected, where you were going to get a call.
Oh, okay. Yes, absolutely. I'm here for it and can't wait to break some hearts.
All right. So we've got one tiebreaker at the moment, but we'll have you stick on the line while we finish it out in case we need you again. So the very first tiebreaker we need is March Madness. And that is going against the Olympic theme. What do you got, Ryan?
So this is a really tough one. March Madness you get to hear every year. Olympics you only get to hear, every 2 yeyears.
Thank you. Thank you for calling it 2 years and not 4. Appreciate that.
Yeah. But there's something that gets you so excited. every year in March about March Madness. And I know from a global standpoint, this won't be popular, but I'm going with March Madness.
From a Bryan perspective, it's popular.
My man. All right. The next matchup is Round Ball Rock. I could listen to it forever. Against the CBS college football theme. Marky Mark, which way are you voting?
I'm going to go Round Ball Rock.
As am I. Ryan, if you had a vote, what would you have done?
Round Ball Rock for sure.
My man. All right, next one.
Should we do the NBA and NFL one?
We can.
No?
Ryan, we need you to help decide. It was NBA on ESPN. Both lost to Round Ball Rock, so it didn't matter. NBA on ESPN. Yeah. And that is going against the NFL Network. Maybe.
Ooh.
What do you got, Ryan?
Oh, on that one, I don't know. I much prefer NBA on TNT, so I would go with NFL Network there.
Okay. I'm curious what you would have done, CBS on NFL or MLB on Fox. What would you have done there? We both went CBS on NFL, but we weren't happy, or NFL on CBS, but we weren't happy about it.
Yeah, I would probably have done the same, but I wouldn't have been thrilled. That was not the greatest matchup.
All right. The next matchup is Sports Center. And that is going against March Madness. Marky Mark, what do you got?
Play Sports Center again. See, as an opening, I want to go Sports Center, but as a song as a whole, March Madness is just so good.
So your vote is March Madness?
Yeah, I got to go as a song as a whole, March Madness.
Ryan?
I am agreeing here. March Madness. Sports Center is unbelievable for every day, but for a specialty event, March Madness takes it.
We are down to Round Ball Rock versus March Madness.
Round Ball Rock for me.
It is for me as well. So, Ryan, you don't even have to vote. What would you vote for?
I honestly would probably go with March Madness here. I love Round Ball Rock.
I just get 90s NBA fun with this.
Oh, shout out John Tesh. Well, sorry, Ryan. Round Ball Rock has advanced anyway. Which brings us to our final round, which we have Round Ball Rock versus The Price is Right for the winner of the game show sports themed bracket. So Price is Right. Versus Round Ball Rock. I am voting for Round Ball Rock.
I think very few things can beat The Price is Right, but Round Ball Rock is it.
Yes. We both won a championship. Ryan, what would you have voted for there?
Between those, so full disclosure, the first time I heard the theme song was when we made this bracket for Price is Right.
You're so young.
Yes, I am. So
Show's
I would have
still
gone with
on.
Yeah, but it's the Drew Carey version. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, and I usually in the middle of the show. I don't usually start it at the beginning when the theme song plays. So
yeah,
Round Ball Rock.
I know when
the youths of today.
When we did this with our with our Discord community that Ryan and I are both a part of, Family Feud destroyed The Price is Right the first chance it had.
Yeah.
So I'm glad The Price is Right made it as far as it did, but Roundball Rock is the rightful winner of the game show sports themed bracket. Ryan, thank you for your time.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Help.
All right. I'm very happy that Roundball Rock has won.
I don't think there was a loser in that one. That was good.
Mark, we are 3 of 4 brackets down. We have 1 bracket left. We've done 80s and 90s. We've done animated. We've done game shows and sports themes. Our last one is best of the rest. Anything else that didn't qualify for the other 4? Did we leave off your favorite sports theme? Mark, we left off NFL on Fox. Sorry.
That's just it. NFL on Fox was left off, but CBS on NFL, MLB on Fox, March Madness. There were other greatness on here, so I'm sorry, John Williams. That's the only thing that hurts. Sorry.
I am so happy Roundball Rock is the winner. So we have our final 3 of our final 4 have been decided. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, DuckTales, Roundball Rock. Who will win the best of the rest? Tune in next time as we officially crown in part 4 the best TV show theme song.
Brian, I just have one question for you when it comes to Roundball Rocks. Did you have an NBA starter jacket?
I didn't have an NBA one. I had an NFL one. But if I had an NBA one now,
the game where everything's made up and the points don't matter.
That one didn't win.
If you were going to have an NBA starter jacket now, what 4 teams would you prefer to have?
NBA?
Or just a starter jacket in general?
Oh,
I'm going to go the old Miami Dolphins with the teal and the orange and the dolphin wearing a helmet. That starter jacket is awesome. I would go with the old Houston Rockets, the Olajuwon Rockets with the red and the yellow.
Yep.
Charlotte Hornets.
I think I had that one.
Charlotte Hornets, and the Magic starter jacket's good too.
Yes.
Honestly, I think my other one would be the old Seattle Seahawks starter jacket with that old, just bored-looking Seahawk, the Steve Largent days. God. That starter jacket is so good.
I'm going to go Red Sox starter jackets. What is it? MLB NYC just started re-releasing the old school ones. I love the Red Sox starter jackets with the blue and white stripes around the collar or the wrist. You said it. The Orlando Magic 90s starter jacket. I'm going to go 90s Anaheim Mighty Ducks starter jacket. And then do I want 90s Bulls, 90s Rockets? Oh, man.
Yeah, like 90s Bulls is probably the answer.
I know. I'm going to go 90s Rockets, though. It would bring me more happiness.
90s Bulls, the black one was better than the red one.
Yeah. Yep. No argument.
Well, that concludes bracket number 3 of our TV show theme songs.
All right, another great episode, and that concludes this episode of United We Fan. We thank you, fellow fans, for uniting with us on the Chip and Company Podcast Network. For those listeners who want to get in touch with the show and talk to Brian and I about more fun, nerdy things, please do so. Brian, let our fans know where they can find us.
You can find us on Instagram at United We Fan Podcast, on Facebook at United We Fan the Podcast, or shoot us a message in either of those places. We can get you a link to the Discord where we're talking about all things as well.
Thank you again, listeners, and thank you, Brian, for another fun, enjoyable show co-hosting with you. Till we unite again, fans. Let's see, we did game shows. Brian, come on down. Or should I do, what category is best co-host on a podcast? My answer, what is Brian? Or sorry, it'd be who is Brian? But also, psychologically, what is Brian?
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna